The parallel line to the parallel line to the length is known as dimension line. On both sides of this dimension line there will be cross filled arrows. Now see, we have drawn this two extension line, in between that we have drawn the dimension line, close filled arrows on the both side. But in this kind of aligned system, the dimension would be put in the middle of this dimension line but above the dimension line. 60. This is our align method and this is our unidirectional. We'll compare side by side. In this, dimension is above dimension line and in middle of the dimension line. Over here same extension line would be there. Again dimension line would be also there, but the dimension line would be breaked from the middle like this. Close filled arrows on the both the side. Dimension will be in the middle of the dimension line but in the break space of the dimension line. I have right 60. So you can see clear visible difference between both. In this above dimension, in middle of the dimension line. Now we will see this vertical dimension. Again extension lines would be always there. Dimension line will always be there. Close filled arrows on both sides. Vertical dimension align method. In middle of the dimension above dimension line but parallel to this vertical line. 60. This is how we can write in align method. In unidirectional method we will see again extension line will always be there. In unidirectional method dimension line would be break from middle, close filled arrows, but in this dimension would be in the middle and you can see it from the front side as well. You can see clear visible difference on both the side. Now above horizontal dimension, extension line, in this also extension line, full dimension line, close filled arrows on the both the side, dimension above dimension line. Dimensions are very much important parameter for any drawing. In unidirectional extensions line, dimension line break in middle, cross filled arrows both the side, dimension written in the middle of the dimension line, in the break of the dimension line. Vertical dimensions opposite parallel. dimensions would be always above the dimension line in this align method. That's why it is been write like this. Over here in unidirectional method, extensions line would be always there. You can still see the dimension from the front side itself. Dimension of the circle. Written above the arrow. Written beside the arrow. So this is the clear visible difference you can see between align method and unidirectional method with use of the neat sketch. We'll see our next problem, please. Our next problem is about projections of plane. In this, it has been given that a hexagonal plane of 30 mm side is resting on HP on one of its side, which is inclined as 30 degree to VP and 45 degree to HP. We need to draw the projections of a plane. Again, projections of planes problem completed in the 3 stages. In stage 1, first of all we are going to draw XY line, and in stage 1 we have been given that 30 mm side is resting on HP, which means that we are going to draw a clear hexagon of 30 mm side each. Now inner angle of any hexagon would be 60 degrees, so I am directly drawing this hexagon. Inner degrees would be 60 degrees. (30 mm side each). (60 degrees would be their inner angle. (30 mm is given side length. So this is how I have drawn an hexagonal side. I will name it A, B, C, D, E and F. Again, I hope you remember what we are doing in the stage 1. In stage 1 we are taking the projections on the XY line. name it as A dash, B dash, F dash, C dash, E dash and D dash. Our stage 1 is complete. Now look at the example in which it has been given that the angle with HP is 45 degrees, which means that in the stage 2 we need to take a random point and we need to draw a reference line of 45 degrees and on which we will take the projections. I have drawn 45 degree reference line, drawn 45 degrees reference line. Taking A dash to D dash as radius, marking that on this line is D double dash, A double dash. Now we will mark out the inner portions also. A dash to B dash, F dash. We will directly name the points also. A double dash to B dash, F dash. Then A dash to C dash, E dash. C double dash and E double dash. Now we will take vertical projections from it. We have taken the vertical projections from it, matching with the horizontal projection. Matching it to the horizontal projections, matching with the points as well. Join these all 6 points. Join all these 6 points. Name them again: A, B, C, D, E and F. Our stage 2 is complete. Now we are going to implement the stage 3. In this, our vertical plane angle is given as 30 degrees. So I have marked a random point on XY line and will draw a reference line on 30 degrees. Now what I am going to do is I will take out any sort of reference point and make a square block of it. I will make this square block over here to make the replica of it. Taken perpendicular lines from this line as well. Now take this biggest point as your making the square. So you have got your points over here. Take the midpoint of that square. You have got your point A and D. point A to point D you have got. Now you need to find out point F and E. Point F over here and point E over here. Join them. On another side as well. Join to get B and C. I've got point A, B, C, D, E and F. I've got the replica of it. Now take the vertical projections from it. Match it with the horizontal projections. Match with the specific points and you will get your hexagon. Join it and you will get your desired projection of plane. So this is how you can get your projections of plane